Alright, hey guys, so I think we all know that our Jeeps have just a couple of shortcomings when we get them from the factory, and one of those is definitely a lack of hood struts to hold our hood up. So today we're going to show how we can easily correct that. Alright, before we get started, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, make sure you hit the notification bell, and as always, feel free to subscribe. Alright. Okay, so real quick, let's take a look at what actually comes in our kit. The whole thing is delivered in this nice sturdy tube, like that. We have some really straightforward instructions. It's a single sheet. They do the whole thing in 7 easy steps. Redline Tuning also has a video on YouTube showing how to do this install. We have a really cool Redline Tuning sticker because you gotta have stickers. We have our left and right hand side fender brackets. They look really nicely made, really nicely coated. We like that. Then we have our simple hood brackets, which are identical with the hardware. Okay, then we have our struts, which seem pretty solid. One thing I really like about these struts is you'll see that on this one end there's this little red lever, and I don't know how well you can tell, but if you ever want to put your hood all the way back, you just push the little lever and you can easily undo one end of your shock. I really like that. All right, and then the only tool that we're gonna need for this install is a simple 10mm socket. All right, let's get it done. Okay, so the first step in our instructions is going to be removing this 10mm fender bolt. Okay, and then once that's out, we're gonna take our driver's side fender bracket, put it into place right over our hole, and then we're simply going to replace this bolt and tighten it down. And Redline Tuning does recommend that when you're tightening this down, ultimately when you do the final tighten, you press this against this seam right here. So we're going to press against the seam. Okay, that's done. Now let's do the passenger. So that slides right over. Okay, and then we press against the seam. Nice and snug. Okay, so for our upper hood brackets, the way you're going to want to go about this is there's this little slot right in our hood right above our rubber trim piece, and you can see that our hood bracket you're going to want to remove. What I found to do was the easiest was remove the what would be the top bolt in this orientation, and then just hold that down, slide that in, and you need to work it behind. And it may be a little bit of work to line up your bolt, but then we're going to work this into that hole. It might take a little bit of doing, but it's pretty straightforward. Okay. And then we're just going to tighten these down with our 10mm. All right, nice and sturdy. Now let's do our passenger side. All right. Okay, perfect. Okay, so for our top, we simply just pop it on. Okay, and then for our lower fender mount side, you'll see that this head is threaded, so it has a little bit of play in it and is able to be manipulated a little bit from the other end. And then what we're going to do is have our hood unlatched so we can get this where we need and then simply pop it on. And it's just that easy. And like I was saying, if you need to take it off, you just push this lever and they easily come off. All right. All right, beautiful. All right, guys, well, let's take a look at our finished product. All right, now you can see that when you need to work underneath the hood of the Jeep, you no longer have this hood strut getting in your way. I'm not going to take it out entirely, although that would be really easy to do. Just remove these two bolts because maybe someday we'll need it for whatever reason. But yeah, overall I'm pretty pleased. You can see it was a really easy, straightforward install. If you're doing it yourself, you could probably do this in 5 minutes with the proper tools. Yeah. All right, well, if you guys are interested in picking up this kit, personally, I bought it off of Amazon. I think it was $80 maybe shipped to me. If you are interested in picking one up, I'll include a link in the description down below. As always, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you find it useful. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure to hit the notification bell, and as always, feel free to subscribe. All right, you guys take it easy.